Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. I know I am. Thank you, Jesus. Always on my side, always provides. So today's a good day. All right, so what's on the menu for today? Today my son requested some mac and cheese, so I'm gonna make him some homemade mac and cheese, not from a box. And I have some steak slices here, and they're really big thick slices, so I'm gonna chop that up into little thin slices so I can make some pepper steak. And I have these potatoes that already seen better days, so I'm definitely gonna use these. And how I'm gonna use them is I'm gonna make some home fries. Okay, so let me chop up all these veggies and then I'll be right back. Hey everybody, my macaroni is all boiled and I left it there. I just took it out like 2 seconds ago. I took out all the water. So my pan here is nice and hot and I chopped up all the steak already. So what I want to do is I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. Hold on. A second. Let me put a little bit of oil on this pan. Okay? And then I'll drop it like it's hot. Alright, that's good. My pan wasn't even on high. Like I said, this macaroni and cheese is all ready. What I want to do is take my my steak, I'm going to drop it in there when it's hot, and I'm going to go get some of the ingredients that I need to put on there. And over you know, you guys, if you know Wanda, you know you got to take out the sazon, and I'm going to use about 1.5 maybe of the sazon. Okay, so have the sazon, and I'll get some salt and pepper. So my potatoes are boiling. They're over here on this side. They're not done yet. Look, I have them on this side of the stove. They're boiling and they're almost done. They're just still a little hard. For now, they're still a little hard. So what I'm gonna do is drop it like it's hot. I'm gonna drop this steak in here like it's hot. Okay, I'm gonna drop it because it's hot. There we go. This steak is in. And now let me find my little kitchen fork. No, I'm gonna get around there too much to the chicken and everything the same thing. You knew you needed it. Alright, so I'm going to season this steak right now. I was just going to chop it in there like it's hot because I wanted it to defrost a little because it was kind of frozen when I was cutting it. So it's not cooking yet. Alright, so it's going to be, so I'm going to add in some salt. I'm going to add in some pepper. A little more pepper. Okay, and I'm going to get my sazon right here. Alright, so sorry I was lost in the train of thought. Okay, so I have a little bit of powdered garlic. I'm gonna add that to it. Okay, and is this smoothie? Yes, it's plain. So let me get a little bit of butter and garlic seasoning, and I think that's it. It already has oil, so now we just want to wait for this to come to a nice cook, almost cooked. Alright, this is going to take a few minutes. Like I said, it was just a little bit frozen, but that's okay. It's not a problem. I'm going to get all my cheese. Hold on, let me turn this to the back. Let's turn on the back stove. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to move this one to the back. It's on high heat. It's going to continue to cook here. And I'm going to put this on a little lower heat. And I'm gonna start, while this steak cooks up, in about another 5 minutes it should start coming to a boil. So let me show you. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hi everybody. It took me a few minutes, and as you can see, it's a little red still in just a couple little areas, but it has a nice fry going on. I hope you can see it. There you go, it's looking really good. So now that it's looking like this, it's gonna be ready in a few minutes. It's almost done. So I'm just gonna throw all my veggies right there, my onion, my peppers. I'm gonna put all that in there, and I'm just gonna let this cook up. So we let that cook up a little bit with the steak, and then we give it a little mix, because look, as you can see, showing is still a lot red. Not that I want to dry it up, but I was just waiting for it to start releasing those juices, so that now they could fall all over the steak. I mean, all over the veggies. Okay, so guys, it's looking really good. Okay, so I have my pan here. What was I doing? I opened up 3 little packages of Philadelphia cream cheese. These little chunks here are mozzarella. And this is a queso blanco, a white melting cheese. This is yellow American. So I'm about to just take all this and throw in all this cheese. Okay, so I'm going to throw all the cheese in there. I know this is about maybe 2 tablespoons or 3 of cream cheese. So I don't know how much I use for this, but yeah, I don't know how much. I think it's 3 teaspoons. Those are those individual ones where you're supposed to use just 1 packet on a whole bagel. So there you go. Oh my God. All right. Let me wash my hands. Do I have anything on my mouth? Am I good? Okay. All right. So where's that other one? Let's go ahead and squeeze it. Oh wow, it wasn't even open. I didn't open it enough. Okay, here we go. That is like ready to shut it off. It's done its due, people. It did what it had to do. And I'm just getting this little bit of mess out. And then I could focus on that focus. Okay, so I got the mess out. Now, this looks good. I'm not going to cook the onions too much. Hey, get back in there. I'm not going to cook the onions that much. I don't really want them wilted. I want you to be able to taste them. So I'm just going to leave this about another 2 minutes, because they're big chunks that have been softened a little bit. So 2 minutes on that. Now, my stove is on here. Okay, it's on. I'm just going to grab some butter. Okay, and then I'm going to put butter into that. And then when I can see that butter is melted, then we can start giving it a nice mix. And I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on it, because that doesn't have anything in it at all. So let's add some butter. I think a stick of butter is fine. I'd say a stick of butter will do just fine for a pound of pasta. That's what that is. Exactly 1 pound of macaroni. So that's good. And you could already hear sizzling. That's what I wanted. Get back in there. Okay, so. Alright guys, you see this right here? What's going on? This is good. I don't want to cook this any more than I have to. So I'm just going to leave it just like this, because I think it looks good like this. Okay? See? I think that looks perfect, just like that. So I'm going to move this over now. I'm going to lower the heat in the back. That stove has seen better days. Okay, don't matter. Where's my spatula? Oh no, it's full of steak sauce. No problem. I don't want to burn this macaroni. Let's give it a mix and incorporate that butter. This is the wrong spoon to be using, but that's okay. How high is that? Too high. We don't need it that high. Slow is what we want. Very slow. Okay, let's melt all that. Look, you could see the cheese is already starting to melt. So let's just leave this alone a minute, okay? And then Wanda get that out of her mind, because I don't like to see that. Give me 1 second. One second, guys. I just want to wipe it real quick because if I don't do it now, it's going to stick a lot later. Okay. That's okay. It's better now. It's not an eyesore anymore. Alright? It's not an eyesore to me. I'm going to get rid of this knife because I don't need it. I have a pan over here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I have a pan here. And that pan, I do need it. I'm just going to rinse it. Make sure it got no little cat hair on it. Alright, so I have that pan right there. Okay, so let's add a little bit of pepper. Yummy, yummy. And let's add a little bit of salt to this because we didn't add any salt to this macaroni. Okay, that's good. I think that's good right there. So let's just keep mixing this. It's getting a nice cheesy. All right, so to this pan right here, I'm gonna grab half a stick of butter. I'm gonna raise the heat a little bit on that pan. I'm gonna add half a stick of butter to my pan, and I'm gonna add the little chopped veggies. I put the long pieces of pepper and onion there, and these are the small ones, and these are gonna go into the not hash brown, what is it? The home fries. Okay, so we're gonna get that in the home fries. So I'm just gonna add some butter. I'm gonna add about half a stick. A little bit more than half a stick. It's okay, the potatoes are gonna love it. Okay, so let's get rid of this and this and this and this and this. All right, this is melting really nice. So are you ready for what Wanda does? Flip sides again. I'm gonna leave this here. It's looking good. Has a lot of cheese to it. And the butter is melting really nice. I think it just needs a little bit of milk. Just a little bit of moisture, I'd say. So I'm going to add a little bit of the milk. Not a lot, about a third. Just want to see if it gets all that. Oh, and I forgot something else. I'm going to add a little bit of my shaved Parmesan. I'm just going to add it right to it. Oh no, I got one over there. That's okay. Just going to add some to it. And then I'll take a piece for myself. And maybe just a little more. Alright, that's it. Alright, so let's throw this in. Alright. Let's incorporate everything. It might not look yellow, but boy, will it be cheesy. It'll be cheesy. Look at that cheese pull. Look at that cheese pull. That's amazing. Alright, so I'm just going to let it sit there for a few minutes. Because I see there's still pieces of cheese that hasn't melted. So let's do the flip again, okay? I'm going to put you in the back. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit. Okay, that's good. Now you stay there sitting in the warmth. And you, my darling, are going to get the potatoes so I can make these home fries. So I already have the potatoes here. I'm just going to give them a little rough chop. Not too much because they're whole potatoes. So I'm just like breaking them up a little bit. I don't want them too small, but I want nice little pieces. So that's what I did. I boiled my potatoes, and now I'm just giving them a rough chop. And this is gonna be cooked soon. And this is a little weak. I could cut them with this. I know they're ready. I didn't just want them to mush, you know, so if they look a little hard now, trust me, they're gonna break apart when I put them in the butter and it hits that heat again. So these are nice size, like I said. That's a good size right now. But first, let's get this cooked. Let's cook all our veggies really nice in that butter. And let me give this another mix. Looks good. It doesn't look like yellow mac and cheese, but that's okay. No added flavors or colors to this. It's 100% natural, and it's okay. I could add more cheese, but I think it has enough, and it still hasn't melted in some areas, so let that melt still. Oh no, nobody was talking to you. Okay, this is good. I'm just cooking it a little bit more. I want them to be nice and soft and cooked when I put the potatoes in. And then that'll be a wrap. A wrap. Okay, so my meat is over here on the side, and this is perfectly done. I don't need to do anything to this pepper steak except put it in my plate, on my plate or in my mouth. It looks delicious. And it's nice and juicy, it's not dry. I didn't overcook it. I think the most I cooked that steak was like 8 minutes, those small pieces. And then about another 3 minutes with the onions and stuff. So less than 10 minutes, that steak was done. All right, this is going good. Just gotta let it cook a few more minutes. Some people like crunchy veggies inside their hash, inside their, what is it again? I keep forgetting the irony of getting old. Homefries. There you go. Homefries. So I like them a little soft. Some people like them crispy, but we shall see. It's looking good. All right, I think it's about that time. It has been cooking at least 3 minutes on nice high heat in that nice brown butter. So I'm just gonna throw the potatoes in. Get in the potatoes. All right, so the potatoes are in. Yeah, I need you. So that I needed to mix it again. Yes. Let me give it one more mix because I see it bubbling. Oh, that looks nice and cheesy. I love me some mac and cheese. You can probably use a little bit more yellow cheese if you wanted, I say, just for eye purposes, but mouth purposes, it doesn't need it because it tastes fantastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to my potatoes. A little salt is as easy as that. Some salt. Some pepper. You want to add garlic? You can add garlic. I don't want any garlic. I like it just like this. Very simple home fries. That's the way I like it. Some nice home fries. Hope you guys like home fries and you like this recipe that I made because it is very bueno. Very, very delicioso. Very good. You're going to love it if you try it. Okay? Nobody should ever say, I don't know how to cook. Just watch my recipe and I teach you. Alright? So this is done. You know what? I actually, yes, just want to put a little bit of butter in there. So where's that little half that I had laying around? So this is like the other half. I'm going to throw it in there. Because there's potatoes. They're yelling butter. I'm too dry. So I'm just going to give these potatoes 2 minutes and I'll be right back. I'm going to lower the flame. Alright, I'll be right back 1 minute. Okay, guys, my butter has melted on this. You see? There's hardly no butter there. And that's how I want it. And it looks delicious. And it's about time I could serve a plate. I just want to check on the mac and cheese back there and see how that's going. But as far as my hash browns, that's it. And that's the way I like it. Also yummy. So my hash browns are ready. My steak is ready. And we just got to check on my macaroni and cheese. Homemade mac and cheese is the best, guys. There you go. This is ready. You hear that squishy sound? That is ready. I'm going to move it. Should I move it? I need another spoon. Not this one. This is a spatula. Let me get a spoon. Alright, this one's pretty good. This one's a good scooper spoon. So, I have my plate. And I'm going to start serving some of this. I know you guys are yelling at me right now. Homefries. There you go, Homefries. It's looking very nice. See? That's my Homefries right there. So now I'm going to grab some steak from my pan. Right here, let's get some steak going up in there. I'm going to put some steak right on the side. Get some onions. That looks good. Another piece of steak will look even better. There you go. And hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, so my Homefries are ready. I'm going to shut this off. And I'm going to move this to the back. And let's get this cheese a nice stir. Don't you love when the cheese burns a little bit on the bottom? Like this? I love that. That's my favorite part. When it gets a little crust from the bottom. Look. This looks really good. Look, see what I mean? Here's another piece right there. It got nice and crusty on the bottom. Oh my gosh. It makes me want to burn it all. No, I'm kidding, guys. It makes me want to burn it all. No, this is delicious right there. So, that's it. That's my recipe. This is my dinner for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this cookout. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Please hit the like button. If you like the videos, I'll come back. I don't get no likes. I'll feel sad and then I don't want to make any more. Encourage me by hitting the like button. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye. Deliciousness. You can make this too. Bye, guys.